Good morning, dear student. Today we are going to study Chapter 5 of Business Studies Emerging Modes of E-Business, the Ways of Doing Business. In this chapter, we are going to understand the meaning of e-business, electronic business, opportunities or the benefits of e-business, directions of e-business and the differences, the traditional business and the e-business. Firstly, we are going to start this chapter with the meaning of e-business. E-business refers to carrying on business activities like buying, selling, marketing through internet. This is known as e-business, in which an electronic item is used like mobile phone, computer, laptop for the purpose of dealing of a transaction. Scope of business or the direction of business. The e-business can be done in four ways. The first one is B2B, B2C, C2C and the intra-B commerce. We will understand this scope or the directions one by one. Scope of e-business. The e-business includes carrying on planning, organizing, marketing, productions, etc. electronically through internet. There are various people and parties involved in electronic transactions. E-business can be done through internet and the parties are involved doing the transactions in electronic form. The e-business can be done in four directions or four ways. The first one is B2B commerce, in which B stands for business and the other B also stands for business. That means here transactions are taking place between business units, is known as B2B commerce. For example, a business inviting another business for tender purposes, for any business purposes. Second one is B2C commerce. Here B stands for business and C stands for customers. The transaction taking place between business and the customers is known as B2C commerce. For example, selling and distribution of goods and services by the business to the customers. As we all understand, the business provide after sale services to us. So here transaction is taking place between business and the customers. As we understand two direction, B2B and B2C. C2C commerce. Here C stands for customers and the C stands for customers. Here transaction taking place between customers only. For example, we understand the OLX concept, where a customer sell used or second hand product to the another customer at reasonable rate. This is known as C2C commerce. And then we have to understand the fourth direction, that is intra-B transaction. Intra-B transaction improves coordination, faster decisions, speeder workflow. Here, transaction or interaction between any two departments of one firm only. Firstly, the meaning of intra-B commerce is the transaction is taking place in one firm only or a part of one firm only. A firm has related with many persons like suppliers, customers or the firm, production department, purchase departments, finance departments, they all are connected. So they do the dealings or they do the transactions with others. So it is known as intra-B transactions. Interaction between any two departments can be done in intra-B commerce. Placing orders and giving instructions to suppliers, because business need raw material from the suppliers. So it is a dealing between a part of firm only. Supplier is the part of the business and business is the part of the supplier. So a part of firm, the involved in transactions is known as intra-B commerce. Now we are going to understand e-business and e-commerce. E-business is electronic business and it is a broad concept, whereas e-commerce is a part. E-commerce help the e-business for smooth functioning, like e-commerce as transportation helps from the movement of goods from one place to the another place. So e-commerce help the e-business for smooth functioning. The benefits and the opportunities of e-business. E-business provide many opportunities like easy to form and lower investment. Lower investment is required, as we already know that the internet facility we can avail at less cost. Convince, it is very easy. We can do the transaction sitting at our home. Speed, we can do the transaction by one click. Global reach, we can reach the market as we can. There is no limited geographical area. Cost saving, as we understand that there is no need to maintain a shop, a product on a physical existence. We can go with website and launch our products and provide the details to the customers, and with that we can save our many cost. Movement towards a paperless society. We are moving towards paperless society, which help and save us from the paper wastage, because many transactions, almost all transactions are done on paper. All transactions are done on electronic way. E-business and traditional business difference. E-business versus traditional business we understand with the basis of difference. The first one is formation. Easy to form. E-business is very easy to form and traditional business is difficult to form, because traditional business required many cost and e-business required less cost. In e-business there is no personal touch between the seller and the buyer, but in traditional business there is a personal relation with the supplier and the customers. Setting up of cost. The cost of setting e-business is low and the cost of setting up the traditional business is high. Operating cost. The e-business operating cost is low and the traditional business operating cost is high. Operating cost means expenses to bear on daily basis. Physical examination of good. Here physical examination cannot be possible in e-business because we can see the product on website only. We cannot touch it, we can only see the images. In traditional business, physical existence or physical examination of goods can be possible. Easy of expansion. As much as internet has not geographical boundaries, because we know that global reach is possible here, but global reach is not possible here. Human resources required. Technically qualified and IT professional are required to handle the website. In traditional business, semi-skills and skills labors are required. Risk involved. High risk involved in e-business, less risk involved in personal interaction, that is traditional business. Distribution channel which help the distribution of goods from one person to the another person. As we understand, firstly goods are manufactured by the manufacturers, then it transferred to the wholesaler, then it transferred to the retailer, and then it transferred to the customers. So the helping of middlemen is also known as distribution channel. So in e-business there is no distribution channel because there is direct interaction between the website owner and the customers. But in case of traditional business there is a requirement of distribution channel to deal with the customers. Length of business. As we know that the e-business is very short and the traditional business is large. E-business is short because by one click you can do the transaction and the process will be over. But in traditional business, production, marketing, finance, every aspect till the consumption, it take a